What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Blackblade and welcome back to my channel. Now before I begin, I would like to apologize to you guys if I haven't really made any videos lately. You guys know the reason. I have work, and if I have work, I have very little time into gaming. And when playing ARPGs such as Diablo 3, you need a lot of time in order to get gears and in order to make the build viable, before I could make the video. So in this video, I'm going to be showcasing the Raekor set. When you complete the Raekor set, or when you have at least 5 of it, or when you have the Ring of Grandeur, in that case you only need 4. When you have the 4-piece set or the 5-piece set bonus, you get the Furious Charge gains the effect of every rune. Now that is going to be really awesome, simply because that you get all of these really powerful runes into just one skill, which is the Furious Charge. And of course, combine that with the Stalgard Decimator build, and you have a really powerful build that can do, or that could literally face roll Torment level 4. I can do Torment level 5 and 6, but I'm really not efficient in them, simply because the monsters have, or the elite packs have, really huge life, and through my experimentation, T4 is kind of like my sweet spot. Alright, so let's get into it. So with this build, I'm not just only using the Raekor set over here. I'm also using a combination of set items, which is the IK over here, and then of course the Guardian set over here. Now let's start with the Helm. When I got this Helm, it rolled I think some life regeneration, so I re-rolled the Raekor's Will into a critical hit chance. Of course, this came in with a socket, which is really good. And of course, when you have a socket and you are a melee, what you'd really want there is a life gem. As you can see, I have a 23% life gem over there. Now for my body, I have this. I'm using the Raekor's Heart. It did roll some a high roll of strength and a high roll of vitality. And instead of rolling an armor, or instead of rolling some resistances, I just re-rolled a reduced damage from elites by 11%. Now you may be wondering why I chose that. The reason being is that when you get into higher torment difficulties here in Diablo 3, the monsters or the elite packs or the champion packs will hit a lot harder. So reducing those damage by 11% will help a lot when it comes to our overall survivability. 11% doesn't really sound that huge, but you can test it for yourself. Remove this one and get some armor, and then get into some elite packs, and then re-roll it again, get the reduced damage from the elites by 11%, and you will see a huge difference. You'd notice that the elite packs are not hitting that hard anymore. So that's why I chose that. Now for my shoulders, I did use the Raekor's Burden. As you can see, it has a good high roll of strength, fairly good roll of vitality, a high roll of all resist, and for the next stat bonus, I re-rolled the cooldown into an armor, just to add some more survivability. Now I am using the set piece of IK over here, the boots and the gloves, simply because I want to reach the 2 and the 3-piece set bonus, which includes an additional 100 to our elemental resistances, and plus 10 to our maximum fury. And when we get the 3-set piece bonus, we gain a 500 life per fury spent. Since this is a non-fury spender build, that wouldn't really help us. Although we also get the increased fury generation by 2. Now again, the reason that I'm getting the 3-piece set bonus just by wearing the 2 set over here is because of the Ring of Royal Grandeur. What this does is it reduces the minimum requirements of set pieces items by 1 to a minimum of 2. So you only need 2 in order to get the 3-piece set bonus. You need 3-piece set bonus to get the 4th-piece set bonus. So this is going to be a really good ring for you guys to have in your build, or with any build at all. Again, the way to get this ring is to do bounties in Act 1. Just continuously do bounties until you get this one as a reward. Now, again, for my gloves, I'm using the IK over here. I have the trifecta of damage dealing numbers or percentage in my gloves: attack speed, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance. That's what you really need when that's what I mean is that's what you really want when you are looking for a gloves. And of course, your primary attribute, which for us is the strength. For our boots, as you can see, I don't have any movement speed with my boots. That's okay, because the reason that I don't have any movement speed there is because I was trying to min-max my regeneration per second in this build, because when you get to Torment level 4, the monsters hit really hard, so you would need a minimum of 20k life per second. But I did, through my experience, I did manage to be able to do this Torment level with only 15k of life regeneration per second, but I was kind of struggling, so I tried to bump it up. When I bumped it up to 20k, I was already doing okay. So that's the reason why I chose the regeneration instead of the movement speed there. For my next set, I am using the Guardian's Case over here for my belt, and the Guardian's Case for my for my bracers. Now the reason that I'm using that one is to get the plus 250 vitality and to get the regeneration of 2000 life per second. Now the reason that is and of course the third piece bonus, which is the plus 15% movement speed. Now there's no particular reason why I chose this one. It's just that this is the only combination that I could do, considering the set items that that was given to me, or that I farmed. Ideally, what I really wanted is some to put some O-Guilds over in my set, simply because when I do equip 2 of this O-Guilds, piece set, I get the bonus of reduced damage from elites by 15%, which is going to be a huge factor for us to become tankier. Once I get this one, probably when I get the Raekors boots, because that's the only piece that I'm missing. As you can see, I already have the Raekors wraps over here. When I get the Raekors boots and probably the IK belt, I can mix around my my set pieces, and I'd probably be able to use the O-Guilds piece or set piece here, and in order for me, of course, to get the damage reduction from elites by 15%. And when that happens, I could probably move into Torment level 5, or we could probably even go as far as farming Torment level 6. Yeah, so that's the reason why I chose that. Of course, I rolled a armor over here, and the other one I rolled a critical hit chance. Now for my amulets and rings, I am using the Kimbo's Gold. There's no particular reason why I'm using the Kimbo's Gold. The only reason is that this was the only amulet that re-rolled a high roll of critical hit damage and a high roll of critical hit chance. It's pretty hard to find a really good amulet here, a high roll of damage amulet here. And the next stat that was in there was, of course, I think it was a regeneration or a life per hit, I believe, or a vitality, but that doesn't really matter. Lesser evil of all the 4, I re-rolled that into just getting the socket, so that I could use the Gokok of Swiftness. Now the Gokok of Swiftness will make our attacks really fast. As you can see, 75% chance to hit, to gain swiftness. This attack speed increases our attack speed for 4 seconds, and it could stack up to 15 times. So that's 15% attack speed for 4 seconds while using Frenzy with Sidearm here, which will cause our the access from the Stalgard Decimator to go out really fast, and we are going to do a lot of AoE damage. I can't believe that this is one of the most powerful weapons that I have ever found. If you can find if you can find Stalgard Decimator, I suggest that you guys use it, not unless you are doing a Seismic Slam build. If you are doing a Seismic Slam build, the weapon of choice will be the Fury of the Banished Peak. But we'll get into that some other time. Right now, for this build, we are going to be using the Frenzy with the Stalgard Decimator. For my ring, no particular reason why I'm using this ring, except for the fact that it has a lot of damage. I haven't found any ring that could surpass the DPS that this gives me. So that's why I couldn't really change this one. High amount of damage there, 75 to 145. Of course, we have some attack speed and we have some critical hit chance. And I think the thing that rolled here was I think another regeneration or life regen, so I re-rolled that one into a socket. Again, the gem that I placed here is the Wreath of Lightning, plus 15% chance to gain a Wreath of Lightning, dealing 870 weapon damage as lightning to nearby enemies for 3 seconds. This functions much like the conduit of the Rift, Rift, what do you call this? Rift Shrines. Yeah, so that's going to be really good in dealing AoE damage, plus the Stalgard Decimator, and of course the Sidearm coming from the Frenzy. It's going to be really good. And since we are going to be primarily using the Frenzy, the gem that we need to use is the Simplicity Strength, which increases the damage of our primary skills by 37.50%. So that's going to make a huge difference when it comes to boosting the damage from our Frenzy. And of course, add to that, the primary skills heal us for 2% of our maximum health on hit. So that means that it's not based on the damage, it will be based on our life. So it will be good to for us to have a lot of life. In this case, I have 525k life, which is already good with this in this torment level. If you can get that into a higher number, then go ahead and do so. Alright, okay, so that's about it when it comes to our gear. We are doing, hold on, let's just pump in our Battle Rage and our Warcry. We are doing a 55% critical strike chance, and we are doing a critical hit damage of 331%. Alright, for my other stats, alright, we are at 17k when it comes to our armor, which has a damage mitigation of 83.33%. And for the rest of our resistance, we are at fairly a good standing at 1k 1000 each, which has a damage mitigation of 74.40%. Alright, so I guess that's about it. Again, our life regeneration per second is at 20k. When you get into higher torment level, you need a lot of life regeneration. So if you could get that into a higher number, go ahead and do so. Although I was able to do torment level 4 at 15k, but I was having a really hard time, so that's why I bumped it up into 20k. And of course, we have our life per hit there at 8k, really useful there. And we have some life per kill at 4.7k. Now, when it comes to choosing the Stalgards Decimator, you'd want a roll something to this. You need a 10% damage, you need a high roll of strength, and you need a high roll of vitality, and of course you need a socket. Now you may be wondering why I have four primary stats there: damage, strength, vitality, and then a socket. That's quite impossible, right? But no. Throughout my throughout my playthrough of the game, I found 4 Ramalandis gift. What this does is it adds socket to a unsocketed weapon. So this is going to be really good. Once you get a weapon or any weapon that you want that is not socketed, you may choose to that you think is really good, you may choose to just instead use this to add socket into it, so that you can still keep the additional 3 attributes over there. As you can see, I re-rolled 1 attribute there into damage. I think it was life per hit that rolled first here, so I re-rolled that into adding 10% more damage instead of attack speed, because I'm already getting attack speed from Frenzy. I'm already getting a lot of attack speed from Gogok of Swiftness. So what I really want is for each hit to do a lot of damage. So that's why I chose the plus 10% damage over there. By the way, this Ramalandis gift is really rare. As you can see, I'm already at 243 Paragon level, and I've only ever found 4 of these. So this is going to be really rare. If you find one of these, keep it. Think once, twice, and 3 times before you use it on a weapon. I've made a mistake 3 times. I think I've used it on some weapons over here, which I thought was going to be really powerful. But then I did some testing. Nothing really beats the Stalgards Decimator. Alright, so again, this will be a Furious Charge build, which will be absolutely good. Let's get into some gameplay. Alright, so as you can see, we are on Torment level 4, and let's get into the Cemetery of the Forsaken, because the crypts here have a guaranteed, have a guaranteed elite pack. As you can see, we already have a Fleeting Shrine over here, and since we have the Nemesis Bracers, by the way, if you could get your hands on a Nemesis Bracers, go ahead and do so, because having this one will allow you to speed through the content really good, or will increase the chances of your loot really good, because once you have this and then you click on the shrine, champions will spawn, so that's going to be pretty good. Alright, so let's do this. Hold on, let me just get my hands correctly placed here. Alright, so let's click the shrine here, and then quickly do the Furious Charge. As you can see, the Furious Charge is just absolutely amazing, and this is T4, guys. This is T4, and I'm not kidding, guys. It is already face roll. As you can see, just several seconds, the elite pack is now down. Alright, so let's get into some more elite packs over here. Alright, this is a good pack over here. Let's do our Furious Charge in them. As you can see, we are killing them at a really fast rate. Almost dead here. As you can see, if you could observe the axis that gets thrown out, or the critical hit damage, as you can see, there's a 14 million critical hit damage there. I'm not entirely sure if that came from the axe or that came from the Stalgard Decimator damage itself, because what happens here is that you have the frenzy damage, you have the axe damage from the frenzy, and then you have the axe damage from the Stalgard Decimator. So I'm not exactly sure which one is doing the 12 to 14 million damage, but it's one of those. I'm going to guess that the 14 million damage or the 12 million damage is being done. Okay, we have a goblin here. Please spawn the vault. This will be good for my video. Come on. Please spawn the vault. Where are you going? Come on. Come on, the vault. Come on. Spawn the vault. Alright, we don't have the vault. Alright. Not lucky there. So I'm not exactly sure if there's a particular goblin in order for us to get into the into the vault. I haven't researched on that one yet, so you guys may want to take a look at that. I'm not entirely sure, because sometimes I just kill them and then I forget to look at their names, and so that makes me unsure of what specific type of goblin really spawns the vault. Now the vault is really important simply because that when you fight the boss is guaranteed to drop at least 2 legs or and one set item that you really need. It's going to be really good, so sometimes it's going to be really helpful for you guys to kill as much goblins as you can. Alright, so we have an elite pack here. Let's try to ram them. Oh my god, wait a minute. Sometimes you have to time it. I think you need at least 3. Oh my god, I made a mistake. Hold on. You need at least 3 or 4 mobs to hit in order for you to continuously use the Furious Charge. The Furious Charge is pretty good. I think the maximum damage, or the maximum critical hit damage that I've done with the Furious Charge with this build is I think at about 20M, so it's going to be really good for you guys to do it. So as you can see there, the Stalgards Decimator build, or this build, is actually pretty good. You can even use it without even having the the Furious Charge. Just by using the the Stalgards Decimator is going to be really good. Again, this is Act 4, and as you can see, I'm killing mobs like I'm just doing at Torment level 2. Torment level 4. It seems like I'm only doing Torment level 2 or Torment level 3. It's really good. Also, if you're doing the build, don't forget to put in the Rampage. The additional 1% there will affect your overall DPS. As you can see, with our auras on, our maximum damage is at 1.4 million, and with our Warcry on, our toughness is at 13 million, which is absolutely phenomenally great. Alright, well anyway, let's get into our last pack before we end the video. Okay, here we have it. Oh my god, I did it wrong. Hold on. I wanna kinda like spam the Furious Charge. Oh my god. So it doesn't really work well when there's only like 3 or 4 what do you call this 3 or 4 elite packs. It's good with hordes, you know, those elite packs that have those hordes as their mods. It's going to be really good there. Alright, so I guess that's about it for this episode, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoy the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys on the next one of my video. Have a good one. It was actually progressional. It was like dropping one after the other, you know, after greater rift, after doing one greater rift, the next greater rift, you know. It started to, the game started to give me like almost everything. And then on the 7th rift,